plan for that sixth pick, but you can turn that sixth pick into a 10 and a 22 or something like that. More attractive for teams trying to move up, whether it's for the third quarterback or whatever it is. So we all know there's ulterior motives. And I just, like I said, I just think when it came down to it, you took the football off the field and made it more of a business decision. And for those 53 guys in that locker room, and I'll say one other thing, and I'll set up on this one. I think it was very unfair for Sudfeld, however you want to say his name, to put that young man in that position and you can imagine, because if this was a covert operation, imagine, bruh, he might have got one snap with the first team all week. And to never see the speed of the game, especially from a team that's fighting for their playoff life, to throw him in there like that and then see the result. I could have went out there and played quarterback better than he did. And to see the result and the damage that might have done to his confidence and whatever it is, you should have never put that young man in that position and made him look like that. And then there's teammates, looking at him at one point after the fumble and all. I mean, he's standing all by his side on the sideline. You can't put that young man in that position and make him look, feel like that. But they went ahead and did. He was the sacrificial lamb for the front office. And I'll be doggone, come March or April or whatever, when they start re-signing contracts, how dare them to probably release him on the fact, we kind of saw what he is, and we need to go out and find, and they'll use that chip against him, the same chip that they used to put him in that position in the first place.
And brother, you got two Eagles jerseys behind you, so you got to.
I'm gonna go rip them down, Ed. I'm gonna go rip them down.
What are you gonna put in place of the jerseys if you take them down? Don't rip them.
I got my Falcons. I got some other ones.
You got the Falcons
jerseys and some other stuff. Yeah, they just happen to be front and center behind me, but I got other stuff. They can put them down in the garage. I'm putting them things in the garage.
Hey, baseball's around the corner. You can put up your baseball memorabilia.
There you go. I got some of those out there too.
There you go.
But yeah, you being a former Eagle, that had to you had to be embarrassed. And I watched the video when Seth Joyner, he was doing like a post-game recap with NBC Sports Philadelphia. He said he was appalled at what the Philadelphia Eagles did, and he was just embarrassed by that display and how that makes that Eagles organization look that bad, that they did that on national television on Sunday Night Football to end the season that way.
Yeah. And, and then the biggest crime for me is sometimes it's not the crime, but it's the cover up. We've all been there before. You do something stupid, and instead of just owning up to it, well, no, there's a reason why I did that. There ain't no reason you did that, or if there is one, you need to tell us the truth and not try to make something up. For me, the fact that they're trying to cover it up, like, oh yeah, we were still trying to win the game, but I felt like Sudfeld deserved some time. You need to come with a little better one than that.
So Ed Cole, I know that we got into the ugly there really bad. we went dived hard, but I also want to get your take, Ed Cole, on your good, your bad, and the ugly, which I think I know what it is, but go ahead and put it out there.
There's a lot of good. The Buffalo Bills, what they were able to do on Sunday, racking up 56 points against the Miami Dolphins, another team that was fighting for their playoff lives. The way the Bills are going into the playoffs, they look like one of the strongest teams. And I think probably the team that could possibly knock off the Kansas City Chiefs if they make it to the AFC Championship game. I think Buffalo is that good. Josh Allen has really come into his own. He's gotten so much better since he came into the league at the University of Wyoming. Josh Allen has come on. He's got a major threat. Ed and Joe and Stephon Diggs, the league's leading receiver. That kid is an absolute stud. And that was a steal for them to get Stephon Diggs from Minnesota. He came over, and him and Josh Allen have got their stuff together. That's one of my goods. Another good, of course, is your Green Bay Packers, Joe. Aaron Rodgers, just hand him the MVP trophy. Yeah, I know. Look at her, Ed. She loves it. Look at her. She's all giddy. But Aaron just throwing 4 more touchdowns on Sunday against the Green Bay Packers against the Bears. A week before that against it was Tennessee. He threw 4 touchdowns in the snow. So what Aaron was able to do this season. 48 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions. Just a masterful job for him. And him having probably the best wide receiver in the league. I will say Davante Adams is the best wide receiver outside of Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins and the young man Justin Jefferson in Minnesota, right alongside your nephew, Ed. Justin Jefferson is a monster. Yeah. I love that kid in Minnesota. That's another good. What's some other goods? The Titans winning the AFC South the way they did in overtime. Derrick Henry, another good. Him getting over 2,000 yards rushing. The Ravens, them running into the playoffs the way they did. They caught fire toward the end of the season. There's so many goods. A bad. Let me look here. A bad. Well, the Eagles game, that's an ugly. That's an absolute ugly. The Cardinals game, that's an ugly. But a bad. Let me look here. There's so many bads. Of course, the Jets losing again and them firing Adam Gase, which was, I'm sure the Jets fans were just waiting for this day to come, waiting for Sunday to come. They could finally get rid of Adam Gase and move on and potentially find their brand new head coach. But the Jets losing to go to 2-14, that's a bad. I know PLR won't like this, but the Bears losing to back into the playoffs the way they did, getting absolutely getting run by your Packers, Joe. Yay, go Packers. That's my good, bad, and ugly.
Go Packers.
Go Packers.
We all know that's not a secret.
But who's going to go to Lambeau Field and beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? They look so strong, Ed and Joe. I don't know if anybody in the NFC can do that.
I don't think so.
It'll be tough if they're hitting on all cylinders. I don't see anybody going up there and doing anything but walking away with an L. Look what they just did to Tennessee last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a team to kind of be feared a little bit. And look what, and I think Aaron Rodgers and seeing him throughout, his career, I don't know if it's me, but this is probably the best season he's had so far, and the numbers he's been able to put up and accomplish he's just on fire, and there's no stopping him. I think so.
And it's good that he has all of his parts are healthy. Aaron Jones has been healthy all year. Davante Adams has been healthy all year. He's got weapons to throw to. And yes, it sucks to lose David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, his all-pro left tackle. That's really going to impact the Green Bay Packers. But he's just too strong. Aaron is on a mission to get his second world championship. Hasn't had one in a decade. So he is hungry to hoist that Lombardi trophy one more time, Joe and Ed.
Yes, he has the eye of the tiger.
Man, does he.
All right, Ed Smith, I don't want to keep you. I know you have to go.
I appreciate you guys, and I always love jumping on with you. And like I said, we're going to do this here, and we're going to do it on our show here soon coming up.
Of course, anytime, let me know. Let us know. We are there for you, just like you're always there for us. And before you go, just go ahead and let our listeners know how they can listen in or get in touch with you.
Check us out on the Easy Sports Talk show every Saturday on 1060 KDUS, 1060 AM out here, 10 to 12. Normally, we'll be on until 11:30 this weekend with the NAU basketball game preempting us a little bit. But, you can always go to follow us or follow me on Twitter at Ed Smith Speaks, as well as Instagram. And the book has been back out there doing this thing. If you want to go onto the website, edsmithspeaks.com, go to the book page. You can order the book, and every book that's ordered from the website, I actually sign them individually and send them out. So once again, that's edsmithspeaks.com. And appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And just keep doing the great things you are.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
One last question.
Congratulations on your book, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations. And one last question. I need to get your Super Bowl prediction in here before.
Ooh, wow. I'm going to go Green Bay, and I am going to go Buffalo. I like
Ooh,
I love the way
awesome.
I love the way one of the things I love the way Buffalo's playing, but obviously they would, if they got to that point, they'd have to go to Kansas City. And a lot of teams falter going to that cold weather in Kansas. It's colder in Buffalo than it is in Kansas City, and they're playing better right now. So that would not be a factor. Obviously not a whole lot of crowd noise and stuff like that. I just like the way they're playing. And then we just said, if Green Bay is doing everything they're supposed to do, run the ball, Aaron throwing the ball, nobody's going up there to Lambeau to beat them. So I think that would be a great Super Bowl. And how ironic you'd have Buffalo and Green Bay playing down in Tampa Bay. That'd be nice.
Awesome. That would be great. All right, Thanks again. Have a great night.
You
Congratulations.
Too. Thank you, my brother.
Happy New Year to these guys. I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you, bro.
Happy New Year.
Love you guys too. All righty.
All right. And yes, go ahead and go on to the site, Easy Sports Talk. Listen in. Go ahead and get Ed Smith's book, and you'll get a signed copy. So nothing but support for our friend here.
Absolutely.
So just always great to have Ed Smith on. Just phenomenal. I know we can just keep on talking sports like we do, and there's never ending talk, but we have to go ahead and move on though.
The great thing, Joe, we're on for 2 hours tonight. We're giving people extra bonus coverage.
Yes. Well, not only for tonight though. Everyone, we have a special treat for you. We are extending our show to 2 hours for 2021. So, we'll go ahead and be bringing you more sports talk and just bringing it all out there to you and as much coverage as we can. So this is a gift for everyone who listens in, and enjoy. All right.
There's just too much to talk about, Joe, to try to fit in an hour. That's why we have to stretch it to 2 hours. It's so much to do and talk about, and an hour is not long enough.
It is not long enough, especially with everything going on in sports. And now that we have we have sports back, we'll get a little bit into our 2020 recap later in the show, COVID and everything. So, but we're excited to extend our show to 2 hours. Everyone just sit back and enjoy. And to move on and keep talking a little bit more football, we have to go ahead and keep talking playoffs. We have Week 17 that wrapped up. We just talked about that recap. And now we have to look ahead into what's happening this coming weekend, which is our wild card. Talk a little bit of that, giving you a little bit of a preview. And then just to name the matchups that are coming this coming weekend are the Colts against the Bills, the Rams against the Seahawks, Buccaneers, Tom Brady against Alex Smith, the Washington football team. Then we have the Ravens facing off the Titans, Bears facing off the Saints against Drew Brees and Mitchell Trubisky. That's going to be good. And we have the Cleveland Browns against the phenomenal 12-4 Steelers. So those are some great matchups. I'm excited to see. Oh my gosh, looking at this, I don't know what game to keep an eye on, because I think they're all just such great matchups. But at least a few teams that I will say I'll probably pick my top three that I want to see what the outcome will be are the Buffalo Bills, the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, Alex Smith. See what the outcome of that is. I think that's going to be really good. Seeing just, Alex Smith, the year that he's had, and the, coming back of that injury and just everything he's been through, not only for him, but also Ron Rivera, and just all those obstacles for that, for that team. And of course, Tom Brady, come on, new team. He's been reunited with, his teammates, Bruce Arians, and, they've had their struggles, but they've been able to push through. And probably the other one in there, oh gosh, I am curious to see the Browns, how that's going to turn out against the Steelers. So I guess I would say those are my top three games.
Well, I'll take all six as my top games. I'm excited for all of these games. The first game of the week.
Ed. You have to pick. Come on.
Well, I picked all six of them.
No.
Can I have a top six?
No, you can't have a top six.
Oh, okay. What is it? A top three you said? Or
let's do top three. Yes.
No top six, huh?
No top six. Sorry, you have to break it down.
Okay. All right. Let me give you my top three. Then we can talk about all six of them. My top. The Colts and the Bills, like you, is one of my top games. I want to see what Josh Allen can do against that Colts defense. That is an outstanding defense. Can that defense go to Orchard Park, New York? Bills Mafia is going to be in the house. I think they're going to have maybe 5,000 or 6,000 fans there, but it'll still feel like 65,000 because the Mafia is that diehard in love with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. Can the Colts stop Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley? And can the Bills run the football with Devin Singletary? Can they actually run the football when things get bad? Because with that defense, things could go awry for the Buffalo Bills offense. So can they run the football and have kind of a balanced offense against the Colts? And can Phillip Rivers take his team to Orchard Park and come out of wild card Saturday with a victory?